Hey, welcome to Embracing Expansion. I am Finesse, and this is Worthy Reads, where I share with you books that I have read and continue to read on my spiritual journey, just in case anyone is looking for, reading ideas to help them along their spiritual journey. Today, I wanted to take the time and just thank you before we get into this book for your time and your effort on this page, just joining me. I know that I've gotten a few subscribers. It's still early, but I'm still very grateful for each and every one of you. And I'm gonna continue sharing with you what has helped me on this journey in order to inspire you and help you on yours. Because after all, we are here together. We are here together. We're not here to do. We're not here to do this on our own. We're here together to get this done through each other. We expand and grow through our experiences with each other. Okay, so the book we're going to be chatting about today is The Four Purposes of Life by Dan Millman. So I remember mentioning to you guys that I've read quite a few of his books, that I have a few that I haven't read as yet. This is a really good book to help you achieve self-fulfillment in this life, to fulfill your goals, to be the best possible human being that you can be when it comes to your career, your life path, and just being the best version of yourself. I'm gonna do as I always, read the back. These are feedback from certain people, I'll let you know. So during one of the darkest periods of my life, Dan's writing in Way of the Peaceful Warrior extended a hand to me and helped pull me into the light. Dan is the personification of love, laugh, live, and give, as you will see in this new book, The Four Purposes of Life. In this book, he does it again as only he can. This was written by Quincy Jones. Dan Millman, a great teacher, shares important rules to help people everywhere improve their lives, find their passion, do what they love, and live with inspiration. This is by Don Miguel Ruiz. Here are the Four Agreements. Once again, Dan Millman provides us with keys to a well-lived life. This is a lovely read filled with meaningful insight. This is by Marianne Williamson, the author of Return to Love. Dan's new book offers concise and practical guidance for living a meaningful life with a clear sense of purpose. This is by Deepak Chopra, and he's the author of The Soul of Leadership. Leave it to Dan Millman to come up with a way of making purposeful decisions and helping us see deeply into the center of each moment. A graceful and wise book. This is by Elizabeth Lesser. She's the co-founder of Omega Institute and the author of Broken Open. And finally, Dan Millman reminds us of the power of our essential humanity, how to touch it and use it to make this a better world. This is by Tom Hartman, and he wrote The Last Hours of Ancient Sunlight. Now this book, just to give you an insight of what the four purposes of life are, they are going to be expanded in the book, but I thought I would just let you know. It is learning life's lessons, finding your career, discovering your life path, and attending to this arising moment. So this book, in a sense, focuses primarily on you being the best human being that you can be, for yourself and for the world at large, for this space at large. Okay, a lot of us, we face many obstacles because we have not fully understood or decided upon who we are or who we want to be, and that is often because of where we come from, previous conditioning. A lot of our challenges are because of conditioning, and this book helps you to just release this conditioning and redirect your energy to the parts of you that will move you forward. Okay, so I'm gonna open it up and just read to you just a little bit here. If we don't learn the easier lessons, they get harder. Resistance to learning or change reaps more dramatic consequences over time, not to push us but to get our attention. As Anais Nin wrote, there came a time when the risk to remain tied in a bud was more painful than the risk to blossom. We learn and grow through challenges, and every adversity has hidden gifts. Okay, so this, in a sense, this what I just read sums up an expansion, right? I've always one of the first videos I did was to explain to you what expansion is and why it is necessary. If life is perfect, then we learn nothing, you know, and we only learn through our challenges. If we're not being challenged, then there is no growth. It's like someone running, you know. It's like, for example, let's use Julian Alfred. I'm from St. Lucia, she's from St. Lucia. She won us our Olympic gold medal. And if she gave up after every race, then if she gave up after her first race, then she probably would not have been here. And even if she wins, then she continues, because when you win, there is still more to accomplish. And that is an example of perseverance, you know. Losing, you can learn from losing, and you can also learn from winning, right? So challenges don't necessarily mean that you have lost. It means also that there is more to gain. That's why challenges exist, so that we can continue to grow, to evolve, and to expand. And for us, it comes from race. It might come from a race for Julian Alfred, but for us, it comes from our interactions with each other, our job, our family, our relatives. Some of the people and tasks that challenge us are the most rewarding. They offer the most reward for our growth, for our, you know, development and our success. So this is a typical example of one of the things that you can learn from this book: to embrace your challenges, to welcome your challenges, to approach your challenges with a mindset of, what can I learn here today? What is this teaching me? Every challenge is a teaching moment. If you stop referring to your challenges as challenges, refer to them from today as teaching moments. Refer to your challenges as moments of, what am I going to learn from this? What is this trying to teach me? I believe that a day, and I used to think that that I just want peace and quiet and I just don't want any drama. But now I don't think of it as drama or I just think of it as learning about myself through others. We are each other's mirrors, so we help each other grow. And this book teaches us that we can be our best selves by taking the necessary steps of learning life's lessons, finding our careers, discovering our life paths, and attending to this arising moment, appreciating the now, deciding to do our best in each moment. All we have, if you tell yourself that all you have is this very moment right now, and you decide to do your best in this very moment and carry that energy into each moment that you're granted in addition to that, then you're going to find life more fulfilling for you. Okay, I want to encourage you to get this book. I will put the link in the description of this video, as I always do. It's a tiny one, but you know, the size doesn't matter. Like, size does not matter with books. It's always about the message. And these books that I've read, I'm so grateful for them, because and though they're from different authors, they always just expand on each other and kind of reiterate or something that I may have overlooked in another book. It may have registered, but I may not have understood it, and I may just have proceeded with my reading. It always clarifies something. I feel like each book that you read, the author does not matter. I used to think that, hey, when I first started, I was like, okay, I'm just going to get all of Esther and Jerry Hicks's book. But then, reading Dan Millman books, his books expand on theirs and theirs expand on his. So it's just a beautiful cycle of enlightenment, and I hope that you will consider getting it, because and I think that it's not even necessarily for like if you're not very like into, you know, meditations and all that, it's still a book that you can get. It's just for anyone can read this book and anyone can get something from this book. So I encourage you to consider getting this book today. This is The Four Purposes of Life by Dan Millman. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today at Worthy Reads. We'll be back next week for another session on Tuesday. Okay, see ya. Bye-bye.